let's give some love to those Buffs here for a moment. I mean, this is one of the great stories here in college football. They won one game in the conference last
Yeah.
season, and now they're one win away from winning the conference championship. How did this happen in Boulder?
It is a growing it's growing your talent. It's allowing your team and having patience with your coach. It's allowing your team to develop over the course of a few seasons. And it's unfortunate because we've seen the pressure even in the Pac-12 conference to win with Mark Helfrich getting relieved earlier this week of his duties. Mike McIntyre, Kimber, you said, hey, one win in the league last year. Yeah, you're exactly right. 10 total wins over the last 3 seasons combined under Mike McIntyre. 10 wins, or the 3 previous seasons before this one, and then 10 wins this season. It's having a quarterback and watching him develop. It's a defense. We do our training camp tour every single year where we head to every single campus in the month of August and do a show from those campuses. And to me, when you got there, when Mike McIntyre first arrived, those dudes, I mean, I went to, a really talented high school that had a great football team is what I meant to say. And there were guys on the football field. This is a Power 5 conference. Guys in my high school look bigger than some of these dudes that were out there. And yet over time, they've developed. I mean, this class, think about it in basketball, right? It's juniors and seniors in the NCAA tournament. You think those teams can really thrive. This team is loaded with juniors and seniors, and I think that's the biggest reason why they've had a lot of success this year. And they have great leadership, defensively as talented as anyone in this conference, and offensively, skill position players that have made some huge plays for them this year.
All right, Friday night, what will be the biggest challenge for the Huskies against that Colorado team?
For the Huskies, to me, matching, I think it's twofold. It's where if Colorado is able to keep some of those wide receivers in check, which is not an easy task, but those corners, I mean, they got NFL guys. Both of these teams do on the outside, and to load up on the box on a guy like Myles Gaskin, I mean, that allows, if you're playing that man defense on the outside, you're going to allow, stack the box 8 guys. And I think both of those teams are going to try to implement that strategy because Colorado wants to run the football. Sefo Lufau wants to use his legs. Philip Lindsay, their running back, has been fantastic. So I think from a Washington perspective, keeping Colorado's offense and more specifically Lindsay and Sefo Lufau, don't let those guys do the damage with their legs because they're going to get those big plays on occasion. I mean, Sefo, those intermediate passes, I think is at times where he struggles. Middle of the field, I think for both of these teams is going to be up for grabs because while the secondary is really good for Colorado, I think that linebacking core is where potentially they get exposed in this football game.